Please welcome Christ Tabernacle Church Ministries Pastor Roberto Hinds Jr. and First Lady Shelia as they begin their discussion on our differences.
Hi, we're back as we promised. Our First Lady Shelia and Pastor Hinds here. And we're ready to continue on to discuss about, identifying and understanding our differences, right?
Yes, that's where we left off. And by the way, you had homework. Your homework was to identify and celebrate the differences that you found in one another, the differences that attracted you to one another. And so I know you did your homework. I know you did your homework.
Yeah, did you celebrate it? Because, for starters, the difference was the physical attraction, right?
Yes.
There was something about that young lady that was worth, or still is worth celebrating. Amen?
And
I hope that it still is.
And there's something about that handsome man of yours that was worth celebrating, that is worth celebrating, and still is, because we don't change really.
Yes.
We're still the same people.
Right. Though we may change physically, right? Because, when she met me, I had a full head of hair. But I don't have that anymore. But we mature. We grow and we
Amen.
mature. And we continue to celebrate our differences.
Amen.
Right? This thing is really about understanding. Peter tells us in 1 Peter chapter 3, verse 7, he said that a man ought to deal with his wife with understanding
Yes.
as a weaker vessel. Now, understand this, weaker not in the sense that she is not capable, weaker in the sense that that she is delicate, amen, that she is special, right? Remember
Yes.
that God excellent measure thing. She is your gem, right? She's that special china, just like mom. Remember, she had the china closet and nobody could clean it but her because everything was so delicate in there. Right, that weaker vessel in the Greek language it's actually, the word is Athenas. Athenas means delicate in its sense. Amen. Right, but also the other important word there is understanding. Understanding, we say, oh yeah, I understand. But the word understanding, sunesis in the Greek language, means to mentally put together. We men have to make the concerted effort to mentally put together what is it that our wives are trying to communicate to us.
Yes, and as men, since you think so
logical,
sequentially, so logically,
the left brain thing, right?
That means that you have to put forth some effort.
Yes.
You can't just say, well, yeah, I'm handling my wife with understanding. But then you don't change anything you do. You don't change the way you do things. You don't change the way you interact with her. So you have to, maybe you need to sit down and make some notes and say, okay, from now on, when this happens with my wife, this is what I do. Since you're so sequential, write it out.
Yeah, understanding doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be logical. We think logical because we're using our left brain as men, right? That's what we talked about before.
Yes.
The left brain, right brain thing, right? But the women have the one advantage over us, and that is that they are processing on both sides of the brain. So they have the rational and the holistic. Yes. They're looking at it from an analytical and also from the synthetical side of things. We're looking at it from the objective side, but she's also looking at it from the subjective side, right? So we have to come together to be able to put this thing together as men, right? Remember, you are the priest of the house. You are in charge. Yes. Whenever and anything goes wrong, God is going to come to you. Yeah. If the divorce is taking place, he's going to come to you, man. Yeah. It doesn't matter what it was. It doesn't matter if it was adultery or it was because of irreconcilable difference. It doesn't matter. He's going to come to the man. You are responsible. It was your responsibility, Adam. Amen. Exactly. Where are you? So we have to get back to the covenant, right? Exactly. We have to understand. We have to be able to understand.
Join us again as we discuss recognizing and understanding our differences. See you next time.